Thank you for taking the time to listen to me discuss the benefits of improving morale at Animal Hospital. I'm going to discuss with you the findings of my report, give you a summary, then also tell you some recommendations that I think will help Animal Hospital. First of all, we need to increase morale because it will have a positive effect on the practice. The turnover rate will go down, customer service will go up, productivity will increase, and ultimately that will all help the practice increase its revenue. My findings of the report show that there is low morale. This is due to many reasons. One of those reasons is the managers seem flustered when issues arrive, especially when those issues have to do with the construction going on at the hospital or any maintenance issues that arise. The frustration level from the managers causes the employees to become angry and frustrated, and that lowers morale. Also, there's a lack of managerial experience among all the managers. They all have less than 2 years of management experience, and that's no fault of their own, but it does have an effect on the employees. Also, there's a lack of effective communication. There's private meetings between the managers, and they decide on protocol and procedures and are supposed to tell their subordinates of those changes. However, the information is not passed on, and if it is, it's not passed on correctly, and so there's some missed signals going on about what needs to be done and what needs to be changed. That higher the frustration level and lowers morale even more. Further, there's a high turnover rate at Animal Hospital. 5 of the last 7 employees who recently left attributed leaving to poor management and low morale among the workplace. Currently, the employees who took over those positions are already talking about leaving, and past employees who've been there maybe 10, 15 years are also talking about leaving, and morale just seems to continue going downhill. To summarize, there's a lack of supervision and experience with the managers. This decreases morale, and it also lowers customer satisfaction and ultimately lessens the profits that we could potentially be making. Morale needs to improve. The care given to clients will go up, and the effort made by employees will increase, and all of that will ultimately increase our revenue. I have a few recommendations that will help increase the morale at Animal Hospital. First of all, we should create a suggestion box. That may seem like a small act to take. However, the employees will feel as though their voice is being heard and as though the managers do take into account other people's opinions. Also, surveys on satisfaction. They can evaluate how employees are doing and what they are feeling. It could be any questions from how coworkers and supervisors are doing to how they feel about their job and their worth to the company. Another suggestion for a recommendation would be positive reinforcement and rewards. Thank you notes go a long way. It may seem small, but a handwritten note really means a lot to people. Also, you could give a day off during the year. A paid day off goes a long way and really means a lot to employees. We need to improve our communication, informally and formally. To improve informal communication, we can leave papers in mailboxes that maybe tell about the protocol and procedural changes, and we can also implement an email system just so we can send each other emails, answer questions, or just any issues going on. For formal changes, we could have informational meetings where topics are discussed or any changes in protocols and procedures are also addressed there, and any questions that need to be answered can be answered properly, and so everyone knows the same answer. To decrease turnover, we could have a standard salary raise and bonuses. I know during this economic time that may not be the easiest thing to do, so we could also have rewards such as lunches at the office, paid for by the company, and office parties. Those really do boost morale and help with work. My final recommendation would be to implement a managerial training session. Our managers could go to a leadership training session that deals with employees so they can know how to handle situations such as disagreements among staff members. Also, the training could teach our managers skills, such as proper scheduling, adequate communication, and appropriate responses to issues. If you have any more questions or any more comments or concerns or would like further information on this, I'm available at all times, and I am here to answer any other questions you have. And I feel as though if you follow my recommendations, morale will increase at Animal Hospital, and ultimately our revenue will go up. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me.